I'll go to you. I'm at Colnbrook, mate, St Thomas's Church, which was built in, well, probably, I think it's 1460s, 14th century. Beautiful churchyard, and as you can see behind me, you've got the cemetery, and over there is the entrance, and there's a steeple. Feeling lots of energies here. There is different energy shifts, and I feel like there's a like a priest or a monk that will be walking these grounds. Not far from me, which I'm going to show you later, is the location of the Germans who murdered over 60 people through the trapdoors. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I'm just going to do a quick walk through here. So this is the back end of the church. You get it? Amazing Colnbrook, and that's the outside of the Ostrich Inn. You've got to be careful I don't get run over because the bus comes flying down here. Yeah, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. It's got so much history, so much history. And if I spin around, the road's really narrow. And behind me there is old buildings as well. And just up there as well is small Colnbrook. This place is famous for the Germans who murdered over 60 people. The story is that they used to, when the wealthy people came, they used to put them in a really, really nice suite, and then what they used to do when the person went to sleep, they used to pull the trap door, and the trap door will let the person fall to their death into burning fat. Then many years later, someone called Thomas Colm came here, where the story is where he got his name from. They did that to him, and what happened was that he managed to get out the burning fat and go to the brook, which is not far from over this side. And once he got away, he had a smart horse apparently, which wandered down to the neighbouring stables, which is that way, over there. And what happened was that his steward found the body. They found the Germans who killed him, which is the man and the woman, and they hung them in this building back here. Now, I feature this pub in my book, which again dates back to the 11th century, and as you can tell, it's a beautiful place. I'll take you around the front shortly, but what I'm going to do is just give you a bit more info. Yeah, as you can see up here, I'm going to go around. Right now they're still preparing for opening up after lockdown. So as you can see, it's built in 1106. Now it's meant to be one of the oldest pubs in England. So yeah, it's really amazing. If you get a chance, come down to it, because it's a beautiful place to just come and experience the location. The other thing is, well, there's a fireplace. I can't get in there right now because they're still cleaning, sorting out the place. What they're doing there, there's a fireplace where one of the German's wife haunts. She stands by the bar, so many people have been there and felt her push them. Sometimes also upstairs where the trap door was, and also where they were hung from the beam. People go up the stairs, and opposite the stairwell is an ostrich, and obviously it's called the Ostrich Inn now. And that stairs coming down, which is old original floors, people was being shoved, pushed, and also moved out of the way. And so many people have said that they've experienced some really strong paranormal experiences. The other story is that here, a young kid stayed here, and the child's head was found. Body couldn't be found because one of the people that stayed here mutilated the body, which is quite interesting. Also illegal, obviously. So yeah, if you used to come and visit, beautiful place, and it's in Colnbrook in Surrey. The other thing I want to just mention as well, People are really nice. They really don't mind talking about the story, about the hauntings here. Also, if you go into the girls' toilet, not that I've been into the girls' toilet here, but apparently going to the girls' toilet, you get watched as well. And apparently some people, one lady was shoved out in the male's toilet. My friend said he was in there. He never knew the story, but he said when he was in there, he felt he was just watched. And then as he was standing by the urinals, he was shoved forward and pinned against the wall, which was quite interesting because so he never went toilet there again. So yeah, got a plane fly. It's not far from Heathrow as well. So if you're coming into London by Heathrow or the Ostrich, so as I walk down, you see how old and the period times that's here. If I swing round a bit, you can see this clock just here. I'll take you down in a minute. Just here is another building which I've done a ghost walk in called the George, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Just wanted to show you this building. Look at that, isn't that amazing? Remember I showed you that clock? This is the George. This was built just after the Ostrich, so this was built probably around 1160 apparently. And over here it's haunted by the young girl, blonde, ringlets, and me and my best mate came here to do a ghost walk. And what happened was you had the little girl holding her hand, and there were stories of people seeing this little girl who was there. Also, just over there, which is near the cellar, there's stories of when I was there, I saw a man sitting there dressed in, you know, back in the 1930s. So he was dressed in that, just sitting having a pint. And the story is that the guy was seen in the basement. I'll show you some pictures in my book. And what it is, he was shown there, and someone was locking up. One of the people who was working there was locking up, and they saw this man sitting in the corner and said, like, look, we're closing, you're closing now. And he just like scowled at him and was still drinking his drink, but no one remembers him. Anyway, the doors were locked, so obviously the doors were locked, there wasn't nobody else to come in. So as they closed the doors, they turned around to find out where this guy went, and the guy just totally disappeared. And apparently he was a potman back in the day at this local pub. Beautiful place. And a good friend of mine now owns it. George, you see this old coach inn. You see the entrance there where the horses used to come in. And there's the entrance there. See that beautiful clock? That's the original clock, believe it or not. And all this dates back to the 11th century. Yeah, amazing, truly amazing.